tonight a special video. It's on world top 10 biggest economies in the world. So let me remind you, this data is before COVID-19, likely in January 2020, and this all the numbers are calculated by the amount of GDP. So let's start with the number 10. It's Canada. Canada ranks at number 10 with $1.8 trillion in 2019, with a growth rate of 1.5% and an estimated of $1.9 trillion in 2020. Number 9, it's Brazil with $2.1 trillion in 2019, with a growth rate of 0.9% and an estimated of $2.2 trillion in 2020. Number 8, it's Italy with $2.2 trillion in 2019 and with a growth rate of 0.1%. It's quite low, and it's an estimated of $2.3 trillion in 2020. Number 7, it's France with $2.9 trillion in 2019 with a growth rate of 1.2% and estimated of $3.1 trillion in 2020. India is listed at number 6 in this list with the population of 1.3 billion, leading market in the region with $2.9 trillion in 2019 and with a growth rate of 6%, it's quite high, and an estimated of $3.3 trillion in 2020. Number 5, it's United Kingdom with $3 trillion in 2019 with a growth rate of 1.2% and an estimated of $3.2 trillion in 2020. Germany gets number 4 in the list of biggest economies with $4.2 trillion in 2019 with a growth rate of 0.5% and an estimated of $4.5 trillion in 2020, with remaining the number 1 economy in Europe. Number 3 goes to Japan, ranks at the third best economy in the world with $5.2 trillion in 2019 with a growth rate of 0.9% and an estimated of $5.4 trillion in 2020. Now the second place, it's the most growing economy in Asia. It's China with $14.2 trillion in 2019 with a growth rate of 6.1% higher than any other countries. China is growing very fast, and China is likely to surpass the US to become the world's top economy, maybe in 2021. And the leading economy in the world is USA with $21.5 billion on GDP in 2019 with a growth rate of 2.4%, as US is dominating the world economy by more than 70 years. And now everything is going to be changed, as China is giving a tough time and is likely to surpass in few years. So the impact is vast consumer markets in the primary emerging markets economies will supply plenty of opportunities for domestic and international business, and likely Asian markets this is a time for Asian markets to boom and dominate the world. And most importantly, this year as pandemic has just affected the growth rate of economy, so there's a chance or 20% chances of recession, so the growth rate will be quite low, but let's hope for the best. And here is amazing fact that the top 5 countries, US, China, Japan, Germany, UK, combines together to make up at almost 50% of the economy, which is quite enormous, and the rest of 180 countries combined together to make 50% of the economy. So we can just see the power of these 5 countries. Thank you so much for watching this.